friends. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
It's Groundhog's Day.
Oh my gosh, have we done this before?
This feels very similar. There was cake last time, though. Where's the damn cake?
I'm kind of
That's true.
Not gonna lie.
Wish you could have multiple birthdays in a year.
Well, happy February,
Yes,
friends.
Black History Month.
Yes.
February. And we are here today to talk about a new hair trend that Erin is very proficient in. Super excited about that.
Thank
But
you.
tell me, how was your weekend?
Mine was wonderful. How was yours, Erin?
It was great.
The weather's
Pretty chill.
definitely getting better. Right? It's getting a little bit warmer.
Yes.
The
Just
frost-
keep going.
yeah.
Just keep going. See what that groundhog has to say.
I'm excited.
Please, early spring.
Do you believe in that?
I
I'm
pay
here.
attention.
You believe in everything.
I'm here for
I
it.
believe in everything.
You're always looking for signs.
Yes. The stars.
Absolutely.
100%.
So today, very, very exciting. So Erin is going to be showcasing some of her talents and skills. You're an amazing person when it comes to the scissors, the
thank
cuts.
you.
And so tell us a little bit about the cut that we're talking about today and why you feel like this is trending.
Yeah, so this is a shag cut, and I think it's trending because I do it all the time, and I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. It feels very organic to do, a little less structured and a little just more like lived in and free. But yeah, I'm seeing this everywhere, different versions of it. I love it. It can be more masculine, more feminine, more whatever. And you can alter.
You could kind of make this, give it like a Farrah vibe, or you could go totally Sarah Connor
Yes.
with this hair. It's got like feminine, masculine flexibility to it.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So I just did a shag on a guy the other day, and it was so cool. He looked great. So
I quite literally give this cut to my grandma. She calls it the Farrah faucet.
Yes.
There's a certain brush she used around it. There's a whole styling thing, which I'm sure you'll get into, but my grandma lives for this haircut.
so many different kind of styles of people want this haircut.
My
Yes.
Aunt Debbie has been wearing this hair since the 70s. Hi, Debbie. You know.
Hi, Debbie.
I mean, maybe I'll show a picture. You're probably seeing it right now. But my aunt has been rocking this kind of a haircut for years, and she's always
ahead of the
I don't care
trend.
if it's on
That's
trend.
right.
It'll be on trend again.
You
You were
100%,
right.
and she'll be ahead of it every time.
You were right. And it looks amazing on everybody. I
Yes,
think that's
it really
willing
does.
to get it.
Yeah.
When I worked at the Bare Minerals boutique here at the mall, one of the people that worked in our store, she had this haircut.
Yeah.
Compliments on her hair all the time. All the time. You're just so brave to get that cut. I could never get that cut. And I'm like, no, you just have to find the right stylist,
Exactly.
right? Because this can go
Absolutely.
wrong. This can go very
And you have
wrong.
to, translate it into your own style too. Like,
So
what
are
do
some
you
tips
want?
and
Yeah.
tricks on how to achieve this haircut flawlessly for stylists?
So I just like quick off the cuff. I love starting at the shortest layer. That's going to give me the most control over the haircut, which is usually going to be right here up in the front, right in that middle part of the bangs or the fringe, whatever you want to call it. She what?
Pretty friend.
Yeah, and so finding what length you want, asking where I love to ask my client, what's the shortest for your shortest layer, which is right here, how short do you want it? And I will be able to base my entire haircut off of it.
Okay.
So basing off of like, okay, do we want it at the bridge of the nose? Do we want it more of a curtain bang where it hits your cheekbones? Do you want it like more edgy and get it way above the eyebrow? And then I'm able to kind of go off of that length for the rest of the cut. I think consultation is huge. Someone might come in saying, I want a shag haircut, but you can kind of tell they're more like hippie, like feminine, maybe they don't want
Because you're taking
these
lot of
tiny
volume away
layers.
from the bottom.
100%.
Right? So if someone's never had that much volume taken out of their hair, like say you have someone come in with really thick natural hair, I mean, this could be very, like, they say they want to shag, and you're like, all right, girl, we're going
And
there.
I do
have to
tell.
say all the time in my chair, which I'm a neighboring chair to Erin, so she has a lot of these like bold statement, beautiful, trendy, fashion-forward moments, especially with the shag trending right now. A lot of like my clients have super long hair, so what their version of a shag is completely different than the shag you see right here. It's more of a curtain bang starting at the lip and working down, right?
100%.
Would you consider this the extreme version of this haircut?
I think there's more extreme. I think
More
you can get
extreme.
into like the mullet, like just cool punk rock kind of thing.
Are they
I
calling
think.
this the wolf online?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of. Luckily, I have TikTok to catch me up on Gen Z things.
Absolutely.
And so I have had a couple people come in and they're like, I want the wolf cut. I'm like, say less, bestie. I will give you the wolf cut. And it's really similar to the shag in that it's all over directed forward. And you see in those wolf cut videos, like they put it in the ponytail, then the rest in the
next
ponytail. I do that in just my own like stylist way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did like as far as the extremeness of it, I do have a lot of people say I want a shag. And I have to say, okay, well, we can keep your length. Please note, there's going to be a lot of hair on the floor still.
A lot of hair on the
floor.
floor.
We're going to still cut a lot of your hair out of
Right.
this, and I think that's what I want people to know is that, like,
And how
yeah,
long
the length's
should
the
someone
same.
commit to this haircut? Like, if you're getting this cut, this is how long you're going to be living with this cut. Because you're taking so much away.
100%. But honestly, it's also, in my experience, I actually had this haircut maybe a year and a half ago, and it grows out so nice.
Honestly, it turned out
It
like
grows
a
out so
beautiful
nice.
long layer moment for
Yeah,
her when she
these
did
turn
it.
into
So
more
it wasn't
curtain bangs.
awkward as it started to grow out.
No,
It kind of grew out
it
beautifully.
grew out nice, and that's what
my
I
aunt
love
loves
about it.
because she
Yes.
doesn't have to go get her hair touched up
I'm
too often.
so
She
low maintenance
enjoys
as a
the-
hairstylist.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to have, we're not going to sit here and say you won't have annoyances because grow outs do have annoyances to them, but they're going to be slight with this haircut versus when you do a huge, bold,
Really structured, yeah.
haircut.
Right.
You know, that's going to grow out completely different than something that's heavily layered and thinned
Soft,
out
yeah.
and bulked.
Well, and I know that you brought a video that we're going to be showing.
Yeah.
So if you're not watching us on YouTube, you're missing half the story, guys. So I know that you're listening on the podcast, on Spotify,
Yeah.
On Apple. Let's look at the video and
Yeah.
have you kind of walk us through
So this
you
I just
styling this hair.
kind of took. It's just a time lapse video, but it gives you kind of an idea of what I went through to create the shag. It's pretty quick, but here it is. So again, starting in the front, just right at those shortest layers, pulling everything forward. I actually use a razor for the perimeter of this cut, and that gives me that shape. I go in with my shears later to give those nice short layers that blend with everything. And I think I like to say this is a way to do a shag. I think people have so many different ways to do them. Going in styling, I could leave it just like this with just blowout. Over directing everything forward with that brush, giving it that Farrah Fawcett
Yeah.
moment. And you can kind of see it taking shape. Now I'm going in and kind of texturizing everything to give it that softness. That's it. But
And this is at Blu
Love
Skies
that.
Salon that you did this at?
yes, yep, Blue
So
Skies.
in the photo, the finished look was more of a straight effect?
Yeah,
this
and
one
that's
got
just
a little
after
bit more
like a
curl to it.
blowout. And this one I just took a smoothing iron and gave her some just soft, kind of natural looking waves. But what I love about it is you can leave it at the blowout. You can let it air dry. You can style it up. And
So how long does this
Like to s-
look take? If
like to
someone
style
comes
it
in
out?
just for cut and style.
if for me to cut and style it, I'll try to book that for maybe like hour 15, but probably an hour.
Probably
maybe.
an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing wild.
So this could be under $100.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
100%.
This is- and- But it looks way more expensive.
Yes,
than
I was going
that.
to say again, when you're paying hourly, as we spoke about last week,
Mm-hmm.
you can get a cut like this that's very on trend, that requires a skill set, and find a
Right.
good stylist who's charging a great hourly rate, and save yourself some money and get a great look.
And it's
Especially-
a moment
Absolutely.
like this one right here that we can look at and say, you know, you don't have to go into a salon thinking I have to get a hair color. Like you can just walk in there and get a amazing cut that's trending right
Right.
now that makes you feel like you got the whole thing done.
And sometimes it looks like
And
you
it's
freshened your
100%
color
yes,
up.
It really does.
It really
I love
does.
the
We don't
mindset.
understand the science behind that one though, but it really does.
Right.
Sorcery.
Well, and I think too during lockdown and stuff, vibrant hair colors, the trend colors really became popular.
They
People
did.
were doing crazy stuff.
People
with
are
their
just
hair
at home,
online.
like-
It was very Instagram hair. But
And
you can have a
100%.
Oh,
turns out
beautiful,
sometimes.
beautiful, beautiful.
Like,
I'm
really,
not knocking
like, well
at
done.
home.
No,
I
well done.
love
I know
it.
that.
I
was
love
my
it.
roommate's hair.
Right.
But I think too, you can achieve a really cool new look, especially if that's your goal in 2022 is to do something new. You can do that with a really
And refresh
great
the damaged
haircut
ends.
and not even
This
change
is
the
the way
color.
to do it right
Oh,
here.
you cut your bangs at home, which is
So nice.
fine. But maybe you do this, come to me, and
Come to me and let me spruce it up a
let me
little bit.
just adjust it.
Adjustment.
You
I
probably
love
did
that.
great.
Well, thank you so much for showcasing this new trend with us.
Absolutely.
The Wolf, if you're Gen Z and on TikTok. The Farrah, if you're Gen X.
Yeah.
Maybe an
Yeah.
older millennial. I know
And
I
the
just
sh-
turned 38.
and the shag
but-
if you're a millennial. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
exactly.
that.
And if you don't get the Sarah Connor reference,
I'm gonna go Google Sarah Connor later. It's fine. I'm sorry.
No, Terminator.
Oh.
Sarah Connor.
No, I'll Google it.
Well, on
I'm
that
in
note-
trouble.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna make some call outs to some local hair friends. So,
yeah.
Erin,
Erin.
you mentioned last week that you have a special relationship with Harmony House, which is a local
Yeah.
organization here in Springfield
Yeah.
that helps clients, maybe hair friends that deal with domestic violence.
Right. Yeah.
So I know that we are using our promo code Harmony22.
Harmony 22.
And we're going to donate an additional 5% of all of our sales right now to Harmony House on your
Yeah.
behalf. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
in,
much.
showcasing this hair trend. And Tristan, we want to give a shout out to another one of our organizations.
Absolutely. This time we're going to go ahead and give a shout out to Feeding America. Right now you can buy the aprons at myhairfriend.com. Make sure to use promo code
Harmony22.
Harmony 22.
And
So that way Harmony House gets 5%.
Yep, and then it'll also
Feeding America,
Feeding
5% with the
Absolutely.
apron sales.
With the apron for specifically, because we do have an organization attached with each specific item.
And real quick,
That's cool.
styling this hair.
Yeah.
What tools would be the best to style this product before we go? Because I don't want to forget that.
Honestly, if you're not into air drying it, which you could easily do, I like the next step up would be maybe some hand styling using a blow dryer. So maybe, actually, I have one here.
The U Smooth.
You can use, yes, my U Smooth blow dryer here. I actually love this blow dryer. You can take it with your diffuser and kind of hand style, holding it into place while you're doing that. And sometimes I also like to use without a diffuser, even if you had a concentrator, and just maybe on a lower speed. You can kind of hold those sides up right there and blow dry them into place. So it's like your hand becomes the diffuser and you're kind of setting that wave where you want it just with your hands. And you can also just use a smoothing iron too to kind of flip out those edges a little bit and give it that kind of
Right, that Farrah flip.
Farrah look,
The Farrah
yes.
That Farrah flip.
I love it.
I love that. Thank you
Yeah.
so much again.
Thank you,
We're definitely going to be
guys.
featuring you on the website so our hair friends can learn more about you.
Okay.
Where can they find you on social media? What's
Yeah.
your Instagram? What's your
Mostly
social?
it's Instagram. My Instagram's Erin M. Boer. And yeah, that's where I'm mostly at for hair stuff. So you can add me there. And also
And
my...
if someone local wants to book you.
Yes, yeah. So I have a link in my bio, and it has a little link tree, and you can find different stuff in there. But definitely where to book with me on the Blu Skies website. So
Sweet.
yeah.
Well, thank you to our sponsor,
Thank you.
Salon Service Group. Thank you to Blu Skies Salon for having these amazing stylists come in. We'll be looking for more local stylists to interview on future episodes of the Hair Friend Network. And until next time, hair friends,
Cheers.
bye. Stay tuned.
Bye, hair friends.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.